If you knew how hard I was trying to respect your time, if you could crawl inside my brain.
Oh, I know, and you're like, it's almost like, how dare you think I'm doing this on purpose? I'm like, I've been getting ready for 6 hours. I've been on my way here for 6 hours.
We were filming in Atlanta, so I had to like fly back to New York for the wedding and then go back to work.
Right.
In Atlanta, we were like apart.
And you just like popped into your wedding.
I really did pop in and pop out.
You did like a guest spot at your own wedding?
Basically.
I started to pull my boobs out to like flash you and squish them against the thing. And right as I was doing that, I realized it was a girl that looked nothing like you. Hi guys, welcome to Anniewood episode 137. We have my dear friend who I haven't seen really in years. We haven't caught up in years, Jamie Lee. You know her from, she's one of the writers, Emmy Award winning of Ted Lasso. She has a book that is not called Weddylicious, but we get into that, about weddings. She also has a Netflix show called The Wedding Coach, and she has just a lot of stuff. We used to do Girl Code together. She's doing a new one-woman show. We just had a great conversation. It was so fun. So you are gonna love that. I am going to, Todd is out of town, so the Patreon is not gonna be this episode uncensored, but it will, I can do I will schedule a live to satiate your Annie tastes. I'll do a special live for you guys on Patreon, so you can go there. We have an amazing Anniewood and Friends, July 10th. It's a Thursday. It's usually on Tuesday, but this is a special one. We have John Gobblecon, my favorite goblin. He is so incredible, so funny. Also, check out my episode of his show when you get a chance. We have Gareth Reynolds, one of my best friends in the whole world. Otsko, the hilarious, taking the world by the storm, Asian bowl cut of comedy. We have Dax Flame, and we have Anthony Jeselnik. I'm so excited. Get your tickets before they sell out. Also, I am doing a really fun dating live show with Jiao Ying Summers at the Ice House. Our first one, it's called Unhinged, is August 5th. That is probably already sold out, but get your tickets if you can. Then I'm going to be in Phoenix, Arizona, August 7th through 9th. August 10th, I'll be in Tucson, Arizona, doing one night only at the Rialto Theater. August 23rd, I'm in Bakersfield again. Ooh, we love Bakersfield. September 25th through 27th, I'll be in Calgary, Canada. October 3rd through 4th, I'm going to be in Seattle, Washington. October 17th through 18th, I'm going to be in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Come see me, guys. I know my people are coming to me. November 14th through 16th, I'm going to be at Skankfest, my favorite place on earth. And I have Fort Worth, Texas coming, Dallas, Texas next year. There's a lot of other dates being added, so go to annielederman.com/shows and enjoy this episode. We're going to do crazy stuff on Patreon. So join and we will discover that together. All right, thanks, guys. Oh, also, we're at the Green Lab studio. Green Lab, right?
Green Lab TV.
Oh, Green Lab. We're at the Green Lab TV studio. Thank you guys for hosting me. What an epic, fun time. Can't wait for you guys to watch.
Welcome to Anniewood.
Wait.
Guys, welcome to Anniewood. We have to start this immediately because we're just having these epiphanies
I
of
have to
our...
put my hair up. It's going to be...
Put your hair up.
I got to.
It's episode 136, guys. Maybe 137. I just looked at it. Hold on. I have my friend Jamie Lee, who I honestly haven't seen in like 47 years.
It's been too long.
And we're dying to start this podcast. Jamie Lee she's Emmy Award winning. She's this like fantastic writer. She's worked on every show you like, and she's an actress. She gets the roles I auditioned for, and that's fine. I'm not mad.
Not true.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't care. I don't want you to talk the whole. I'm like, and I just make you sit there. I'm like, how's that feel? No. We used to do Girl Code together. So now we're on a green screen, and we're so hypersensitive to hair holes.
Hair holes.
Which is only a thing you would have to worry about if you're on
a green screen.
Because if there's a hole in the hair, then you can see. But I'm like...
You went with your hair down, though, which is, you're more prone to hair holes.
I am, and I didn't even think about it.
I slicked back because I was like, can't even risk.
I had slicked back last night. I woke up this morning, I oiled my hair, and then I went, I should have just kept slicked back. But it was too late.
It looks really good. You look like a beautiful mermaid.
And so do you. Well, you don't look like a mermaid, but you look gorgeous.
Thanks, friend.
I thought you were here. So we both were late to my show. But
we were.
But I thought I saw you in a car waiting to come in. And I started to pull my boobs out to like flash you and squish them against the thing. And right as I was doing that, I realized it was a girl that looked nothing like you. absolutely nothing like you, and I was
Did you
assaulted
get
her.
to the nip?
I was this, and then I
you were
saw,
just holding.
and she didn't even. She was still looking at her phone. She
Okay,
didn't even know
great.
I was there.
Great. That's the great thing about LA is no one's paying attention
Nobody
to anyone
cares
but
about
themselves
you.
ever at any time.
They're only looking in like the reflection behind you, which I'm okay with.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, yeah, it's great. Because if the boobs had come out, I mean, well, honestly, wasted opportunity for her.
Also, she
really
could have seen some
look.
cuties. I have plucked recently, so.
Oh, well, there we go.
Now, don't you kind of like living in a place where everyone's hot?
Yeah, I do. I used to live in West Hollywood, and it was actually like, yeah, I just looked like a box troll.
Well, they weren't
around.
interested in you anyway.
They were. They were like, she's like, what's wrong with her? And I'm like, I actually live here. Like a lot of people around here are just visiting here to like go shopping or like get a matcha. And I'm like, no, I actually live in this neighborhood, but I felt like an outsider.
I go there to. I call it bear sightings. I look for bear sightings. I just look at all the hot guys that don't want to have sex with me, and I go.
There are a lot of them.
It's so cute.
I worked out at a gym it was just me and a bunch of bears.
Yeah.
And it was really freeing because I feel like walking around West Hollywood, it was like nobody sees me, I'm invisible. But at that gym, it truly was like I was a ghost. Like
did they try to work out on you? They were like, they just tried to
sit on me. Yeah, they did not see me. They just saw each other, and I was like, great. I don't want to like be seen at the gym. I just want to work out.
Now, okay, which I also think I actually was looking at a Reddit about that today.
Oh, okay.
And how do you feel about? Have you been hit on at the gym? Other gyms, not the
okay.
gym?
One time, yes. I switched gyms. I now go to a gym where I feel a little hotter.
Yeah.
I think I needed it.
Well, there's a medium.
The self-esteem got real low at that other one. But yeah, a guy asked me about my shoes because I wear these like kind of weird shoes that are like not cute, but they're like fully for weightlifting, like super flat. And they're the kind that like they don't taper at the, they like fit the foot.
Oh,
like
so
that's
they're
the
like
new thing. They don't squish the toes. Yeah.
Oh.
Did you ever see the movie The Witches? How they wear square toes?
Yes,
yeah, that's what it
yes.
looks like. But an athletic shoe.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're very ugly. And this guy came up to me to talk to me about my shoe, and he was like, "How do you like them? I thought about getting a pair." And at first I was like, "Oh, I think he genuinely wants to know about these shoes." But then it kind of like went on a little longer, and I was like,
It was like a
"Oh
reverse.
my God." I was like, "Am I getting hit on?" I was like, because I don't try to look hot at the gym at all.
Yeah.
Do you try to look hot?
No.
Me neither. I wear like big t-shirts. Like it's.
Well, I was just saying, I was like, I don't wear makeup to the gym, so don't talk to me. If I'm wearing makeup at the gym, talk to me.
100%.
If I'm wearing, and it can be like
100%.
running mascara from the night before, but like
something.
if I've done something, I'm wanting to be approached.
Yeah, I don't wear makeup to the gym, and I definitely like have like just like t-shirts that I like got for free in like a gift bag in like 2008, like really old shitty shirts. And yeah, and this guy talked to me, and I was like, all right, James, look at you.
I know, it's funny in comedy too how much free merch we get.
We do, yeah.
I have so many, and I just started throwing them out. Like, I'm sorry.
Same. Most of them are thrown out by now.
I feel weird too because I saw a friend of mine who has like really strong. It's actually she's kind of a bitch to be honest, but
okay, let's
like,
get into it.
But she has like because it's almost like someone will be like, oh, we got you this much. She's like, I don't want it, and it's like in a way it's nice because it's like they're saving their merch.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, just take it and throw it in the trash or something.
Right.
Or is that I don't know which one's ruder.
I think. Well, I don't know. I'm definitely people pleaser, so I'd probably just be like, "Thank you so much," and then like immediately throw it away.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'll keep it for like 3 years in case. I'm like, well, what if they like ask me if I still have it, and then I'll throw it out. But I had a people pleasy thing at the coffee shop this week. So my original coffee shop that I've been going to every day closed down.
Oh no.
Yeah, you understand this, right?
That sucks. Yeah,
It's devastating.
I drink so much coffee.
But I'm also very chatty, so I'm talking to I know everyone that works there. They come to my shows, they're my friends.
do?
They love my dog. They have special treats for my dog. So I was like, and my Rite Aid closed down too. So I'm like, I just got over losing my Donna from Rite Aid. I'm like, and now I'm losing all my coffee shop girls. But what I learned was I go to a different coffee shop every day now. There's no attachments anymore.
Okay.
I'm
Very
popping to different
Buddhist of
ones.
you. Okay.
But there's one that I go to, every other day, every 3 days.
Sure.
And there's a guy, Cesar, that works there. He's cool. We have talk, we have inside jokes. I wanted a matcha the other day, and he goes, why don't you try this strawberry? And matcha, it's my recipe.
Okay.
And I go,
what does that mean?
I've never wanted he just made this strawberry matcha recipe. And I go, okay, like, I guess I have to try your recipe.
Just a sidebar, when you ask to order something and they're like, how about you try this? You're like, I've had that happen at a Starbucks recently. Even they're like, I'm working on this new drink. And I was like, oh, I definitely, whatever it is, I guarantee that's not what I'm going to want. but then you feel obligated. Anyways,
But then I'm like, I kind of want to try something new too. Like I get so torn by it. I'm like, well, maybe I do want to try something new, and maybe they do.
You're
and
more adventurous than me.
But I'm always giving like my power to other people. Where like I sort of got rid of my Peloton. It's in my fiance's car and it's being dropped off at Josh Potter's house, and he will never use it. He's like, I'm gonna use it. I'm like, you are never gonna use it, Josh.
You probably, yeah. I have
it's
one.
the worst thing I ever got. I never liked cycling.
I don't like working out at home.
Working out at home is very difficult.
It's very pandemic.
It's gross. Yeah, we have freedom.
Did that for so long. Exactly.
We have freedom. But so I have
so wait.
I got this Peloton. I hated cycling but 2 people said they liked Pelotons. So I spent my ass on this stupid thing. And then it just sat in my house, and I just every day I looked at it and I went, why did I not trust that I don't like that?
Yes.
I thought like, well, maybe they know better than me. So with the strawberry latte, I was like, well, but also he's like, I made it. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's the thing. You're like, oh, he made it.
It's like if someone made you something, like I guess I have to like put this hat on. But so I thought it was like a special. It's there now all the time. So now every time I come in, I have to get a strawberry fucking latte or strawberry matcha, and I don't want it.
So what is that? What does strawberry matcha mean? They like, is it actually fresh strawberries?
He made like a strawberry puree that goes in it, which it is good, but it's like a way sweeter thing than I want.
Right.
So then I'm like, how long am I going to drink this damn strawberry matcha? And it's not even that it's bad, but he keeps going, do you like it? And I'm like, oh, it's
that's
amazing.
what happened. That was the thing that happened to me at Starbucks. And it was a Starbucks Reserve, which is like their sort of like fancy test kitchen or whatever. It's a normal Starbucks, but then they have like a few other.
You have to pay like $10,000 a year to be able to go there.
I know, right? I think they are going for like a private, like members only club experience, but it's fully just another Starbucks. But I went into one because it was the closest one to me, and this guy's like, I'm working on this new like tea cocktail thing, and I was like, oh, and he's like, and it was so sweet.
Yes, it's always sweet.
Fucking disgusting. Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I figured. I mean, just checking.
That's so funny. There's no rules.
You know what's funny? Every podcast now, whoever the guest is, I honestly think I'm just saying it because I've heard it so much. Every person on podcasts where you clearly can say whatever you want always go, are we allowed to swear on this podcast? I'm like, what are these podcasts where you're not allowed to swear?
Well, I don't know, professional.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. I mean,
well, because it's all.
Wouldn't you just bleep it out? Well,
it's YouTube, and so you just bleep it out. But I had one episode where Doug Stanhope was on, and we were just like cursing.
Okay.
So much that the bleeps were like bleep, and everyone was so mad.
Okay. So now I know. Okay.
But it's like I don't care. I curse so much that it doesn't matter. I'm taking off the shrug.
Oh my
90s.
God! Look at you. You're a dancer.
90s. This is a dance studio.
Is it? I saw
For
the dance
Paul's young
store.
Bride.
Oh.
Paul's young ass bride.
That's a cool look.
What are you? 11 years younger than you, right?
Yes.
Just like my fiance's younger than me.
How much younger is he?
11 years.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I was hanging out with your ex-husband, and that's why my voice is like this. He's so loud, and I'm so loud, and the music was so loud.
It was so loud at that thing.
I was in a gab session. It was him. It was like the people we were hanging out with are the most chatty people that have ever existed. We're screaming over each other. So Jamie and I saw each other for the first time in so long.
Yes.
At our friend Steph Tolev's special release party. So guys, watch it. It's hilarious.
It's so funny.
It's so funny. She's a monster. She's a filthy
incredible.
girl.
Incredible. Yeah.
But so she has even a deeper, huskier voice than me. And
or is it the three of you?
It wasn't. Listen,
okay.
She was.
Because that would have been.
I would have been honored if she was at my side during the party with that many people at it.
There were a lot of people.
But I was thinking, I was like, did she keep the music so loud so that we all would like strain our voices and sound like her?
So we'd leave there with Steph Tola voice.
And it's been days I'm like this, and I can't shut the fuck up.
I am shocked I didn't lose my voice after that because I was screaming.
Well, you weren't there that long. Like you were there, what, 3 hours or something?
Yeah, which seemed long.
We were there till once Steph was leaving, I was like, it's weird if you're at someone's party when they leave.
Oh, okay. So you stayed till.
But I made everyone go out. It was at the Viper Room, and I made everyone go. I'm like, let's just go out to where River Phoenix died so we can hear each other. And we just stood in the corner where he died.
Oh, that's where he died?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And it's all I wanted to talk about. And everybody was like, that's really dark. And I was like,
I knew he died at the Viper. I didn't know I don't know the story, but I just knew.
No, it's very sad.
Okay. We don't have to talk about River Phoenix right now. But okay, yeah.
But Wasn't he so cute?
He was so hot. It was crazy. All the Phoenixes are hot.
They are. But Joaquin's like nothing compared to...
No, River was like...
He was everything.
Classic American beauty, little Abercrombie face.
Oh, God, he was so cute.
Yeah.
And he was so troubled. He always had like a furrowed brow, running on empty.
Oh,
I was
dream machine.
Yeah, I know, but would
so
he would have gone bald quick. And that's okay.
Oh.
Bald is cute. We like our bald kings, but...
You think he would have gone bald?
I think so. I also think that I always think about Heath Ledger. I'm like, how...
Right.
What that would have been.
I gasped. Gasped.
The hairline.
Of his hairline.
The hairline. That was something that happened to me at the gym. I remember I was at the gym and my dad loves to call me when someone dies. He loves to be the one to tell me. And I ran off the treadmill and went to tell everyone, and everyone was like, it's so, the excitement I had was not matched with the tale I was telling. I ran, but I think I just didn't want to work out. I was like, oh, shoot.
You're like, oh, I gotta go.
Oh my God.
Heath is a personal friend. Was it when your dad told you Heath Ledger died? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he called me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He T9'd me. It was like when we had flip
Amazing.
phones.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, I remember where I was when I found out Heath Ledger died. It's like at
Where
work.
were you? You were at work?
I was at work. I was
What
at
was
my
your job?
desk. I was working at Comedy Central. I was in the publicity department.
Crazy.
It was like, yeah.
Well,
And I was just
when you quit, stop working.
Yeah.
They need you.
They do.
They needed you.
That's why it's falling apart. It's because of me. But yeah, I was like at my desk and it was like everyone in the office was like, it was like out of a movie. Like everyone's standing up at their cubicles, like little like gophers coming out of the ground, just being like, Heath, Heath, Heath. Like it was crazy.
I know, because it is. We just want, it's like so shocking. And because The Dark Knight was coming out and everything. And
yeah.
But listen.
And we've had so many celebrity deaths since, and so many like celebrities that are important to us. And I still am like, there's something about Heath Ledger that like,
it was big.
It hit on a different level.
I feel like Paul Walker too, because he was so
huge,
hot.
huge.
It's
Yeah.
something about when they're so hot.
When they're so hot, you're like, hot people can't die.
I know, they're like, but I thought
you're
maybe
too
I
hot
would
to die.
meet him at a party or something.
Yeah, it did feel that way. He also feels like one of those guys where it's like, maybe someone told me this or I'm just thinking this. He feels like the kind of guy who does hang out with comedians.
Yeah.
Like he feels.
Somebody knows him that I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, somebody had like stories about him.
He was like in the orbit
Yes.
where I'm like, we could be friends with Paul Walker right now.
It's so crazy how many people are in the orbit.
So many people in the orbit. And the fun ones are the really unexpected ones where you're like, that seems like the most humorless person who has ever existed on this planet. And you're like, oh no, they like go to comedy shows a lot. Like people see them a lot.
Imagine Tommy Lee Jones.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Can you imagine him just being, but I feel like he could, but.
He could. Sometimes it's like the person that seems like there's no way in hell they've ever laughed at all in their entire life. And then you find out they're like best friends with Chris Rock and you're like, oh.
I know, it is like a Chris Rock connection too.
Yeah, it's always a Chris Rock connection.
I feel like he's kind of serious.
He seems serious.
He's so serious. I tried to talk to him once, like I tried to be like, I think I DM'd him or something and I said something like, because I think I brought him up on stage or something, and so I DM'd him, and then he was just so like not wanting to talk to me. I was like, oh.
But he responded like.
No, he didn't respond to the DM. But then I saw him at the Comedy Store. And I was like,
okay.
I DM'd you, like you don't have to DM me back
good.
or whatever. And he was like,
not
yeah, I
giving you
probably
much.
won't. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, you didn't stay to see my set, I guess, because you probably
Chris.
want to respond after what I did after you were on there. It was very funny.
Oh, I'm seeing my part. Wait, is that my part of the clouds? Oh no, there it is. Okay.
It's kind of giving you like a red shine on your hair. It's so cute. Or do you have red? What are you gonna? So you're going to get your hair done? What
I
are you gonna
am just like my roots done. Yeah, just gonna take care of that.
It's just so funny.
My hair's gotten so long.
It's so thick. Is it curly usually?
It's kind of like wavy, not like mermaid wave, but like
Oh, this
it
is
gets
not
a
my
little.
hair. This belongs to an Indian woman.
Oh really?
Probably, yeah.
It looks really natural. Yeah, it looks really
I've been
good.
clipping for a while.
Oh, it's clipping.
Oh, I daily clip.
But don't you have thick hair?
No, babe, no.
I think you do.
No, I'm like Homer Simpson. I have two hairs on the top of my
No.
head. I swear to God, I'm like a bald person.
I remember you having.
It's always been clip-ins.
Wow. All right. Well, they look really good.
It's always been clip-ins. But so, okay, wait. What did I want to ask you? Oh, well, I just think it's funny that we're realizing we're similar scheduling-wise with each other.
Honestly, I have to tell you, of anything I've done recently, I'm like, I have never felt more understood and seen by someone. Like your texts are so comforting because I was like, basically, I calculated how long it would take me to get here, and it said 19 minutes. That was at 9 a.m. this morning.
Right. So
but
like,
in my
okay.
ADHD brain, I'm going. So maybe it's like 25 minutes or whatever. I am leaving my house. it's skyrocketed. It's like added 20 minutes to the drive. And I was like, I'm so fucked. I fucked Annie's whole day. I ruined your life. I ruined Paul's. I ruined everyone's life. I ruined everyone's Sunday was what I thought.
No, it's such a spiral because of how much trauma we have around doing this.
Truly.
Yes.
And then you wrote me back. You go, oh my God, early is bad, late is great. And I was like, that is the nicest thing someone could say to me in this
Early's
moment.
devastating. Early's like life ruining for me. If you're early, my whole life is over.
It's so true. It's also like, yeah, scheduling stuff is just, it's hard because it's like what you were saying to me when we were walking up here. It's like the goal is not to be late.
No.
Like,
Nobody
it's not
wants
like
to be late.
It's not like it's always this thing like, you're not respecting my time. It's like, if you knew how hard I was trying to respect your time, if you could crawl inside my brain.
Oh, I know. And you're like, it's almost like, how dare you think I'm doing this on purpose? I'm like, I've been getting ready for 6 hours. I've been on my way here for 6 hours. You've been on my mind for 6 hours.
The last thing I want is to put you, if you knew how hard I didn't want to like rupture your day, like it's all I want is for you to be like, that's all I care about. And I'm like, and I'm still late.
Yes.
And it was just a really kind reaction.
I was late to a podcast with two true celebrities. And I was like late and they were like, is this a power move? And I went, guys,
oh my God.
It's crazy you're talking to me. Like, do you think I'm power moving you?
Were they upset?
No, but they were like not.
Oh no.
They were like nice about it, but we just talked about it. I was like, I'm not like, I'll talk about it. I'm not like, oh, let's just edit it to make it look like I'm not late.
Of course.
I just say start without me and we'll just end.
Oh, that's a good move.
But then, yeah.
Yeah, I was once late to a podcast, a big podcast, and when I got there, by the way, I was only, and I am saying this, I was probably 15 minutes late. I'm thinking that's in the grace period.
Right. Yeah.
And maybe that's inconsiderate. I'm going, I think that's in the grace period. Because LA, the traffic really is unpredictable. That is not fake.
Clue. It will just start in front of you.
Yes.
You'll be cruising and then there's just traffic.
You can't know. Daily I'm about to rear in someone because I'm thinking, this is it. I'm flowing. Right. And it's like, no, you're not. You're about to be like in the red or whatever. So anyways, I get there 15 minutes late and the assistant comes down to get me. And I was like, I'm so sorry I'm late. Like kind of not thinking it was that big of a deal. And they're like, it's okay. And I was like, oh, it doesn't sound okay.
Yes. And that means it's trickle down.
Host, not warm to me. And I was like, oh. And yeah, so I think I have trauma from that.
Yes.
I think about it still.
Yeah.
It was so odd. He's like, well, we're going to have to like cut like, I don't know if we can record. Literally said, I don't know if we can record today because like you're already, by the time they mic you up and da-da-da. I was like, whoa.
You better tell me this name after we're done recording.
I actually, if I'm being honest, I kind of got upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of got a little pissed because I was just like, I was also, again, you're trying so hard to be on time.
When people, and they take it personally and you're going like, what world would I want to hurt you in?
It's also not live. It's not like we have to start at this. And you're like, look, okay, if I was more than half an hour late, all right, like I get, but then you're like 15 minutes. Like you should probably put that padding on the time you request someone to get there.
Because life happens.
Yeah.
This is what I was saying to her earlier too, is like, late is an accident, early is premeditated.
Words to live by.
Evil. Early is evil to me. It's like, I'm not ready. Like if I shoot my podcast at my house a lot of times. If someone comes 15 minutes early, like I have like skid mark underwear, like open face, like on the ground. Like there's no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Like it is like to the ceiling. It's like it's going to stick to your foot.
Yeah.
Do you get spray tans?
No,
wait, I know you did. Wait.
Oh,
wait.
Well,
wait,
you know what happened. Yeah.
What was it? Was it the Tonight Show?
It was Conan.
Yeah. Oh my.
The double spray tan.
God, you were so spray tan.
It's crazy. Well, did I tell you the story? What happened?
Well, funniest thing. I'll have the editor put a picture up.
It's crazy. So basically, I had a lot of anxiety. I'd never done stand up on TV before. I was freaking out. And I had my whole outfit picked out and, multiple.
It was green. Was it a green dress?
A green dress. I had this whole, and I was like looking forever for that dress. I was like, what is the perfect thing? Whatever. So I finally find the dress and I'm like, okay, look is coming together. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to get a spray tan, but I'm going to get a light spray tan. I don't want to not look like myself.
Right.
So I get the lightest one they have. And I was fine with it initially. 2 days later, I start spiraling because you're putting all of your panic about doing stand-up onto things that actually don't matter, right? So I'm transposing panic onto the spray tan, and I'm going, I am not the shade I want to be. I got to go back. And I went, and then when I went back, I should have just done maybe one more version of the same one. That way it would have just been a little bit of a boost, but instead I got a level 2. So it was a 1 with a 2 on top. So now we're at a 3 because that's how math works. And I'm like, in person I thought I looked okay, but now looking back at those photos, also not okay. But then here's the twist, that Conan, because he is a pale man, his studio lighting is meant to make him look more tan. So now I'm at a 3 with those lights. I'm at a 10, baby. I mean, it was...
You're canceled at this point. This is like,
I look like the Lorax. Like, it was bad. And so, so then when I saw it, like, whatever, I watched it that night after I'd performed, and I was like, oh no, like, this is
Did you say anything in the set about it? I feel like
no, but I have talked about. I came out. Yeah, I came out.
No, because I remember. I
think I might have talked about it on Girl Code. It feels like a type of thing you would mention on Girl Code. I've definitely discussed it since. I can't remember where, but it was. My mom was like, she was like, I was like, how did you like it? And she was like, she didn't even talk about the stand-up. She was just like, what did you do?
My mom does that, though. My mom would be like, your makeup's weird. I'm like, Mom, it's like a huge monumental.
Right.
Yeah.
That was
I know.
The thing
and the thing is, my mom is always,
they're always right.
And the thing about my mom, too, I always get mad at her. I'm like, but she is just being truly honest, and it's so painful.
Yeah, my mom's like, the same way.
I remember when I was a kid, I'd be like, does this look good on me? And she'd be like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't really care. I thought it looked good. I just wanted you to say yes. I was looking for affirmation or some acceptance from you.
Yeah. No,
but I'm like, then I look back and I go, I guess I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow in the moment, but ultimately
just mommy
you're like,
stuff is weird.
Yeah.
But you're an only child, right?
Yeah.
What is that like?
I mean, it's I think the one cool thing about it maybe is that you do bond with like your friends when you're like, I have some really like close friends from when I was like 4 and 5 years old.
Are you like a cousin girl too?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to be a cousin girl. Otherwise you have no one.
I have a piece of ice in my mouth I'm insecure about.
Ooh.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, wait. You're a twin though. Do you have more?
Twin. I have an older brother too.
Oh, wow.
My older brother gets zero credit. It's nobody ever knows about it. And I have jokes about everyone except my older brother.
Are you close?
He's the best person I've ever met.
That's hysterical.
My twin brother is absent. We're like, where's Max? Everyone's like, where's Max? But we love him the most because he's so distant. He's like playing hard to get with us.
Right.
We're all obsessed with him. He's like kind of meaner than everyone else.
Amazing.
He's sweet, but he's just like, his boundaries are rude. You're like, hello, Max, we love you. He's like, I'm busy. But at least he has like a family. Before it was like his friends he would ditch us for all the time, and we're like, these are your dumbass friends.
Yeah.
You like smoke weed in our garage with, which by the way, I just remembered. They called it the Thrasher Stadium is what they called our garage. So everyone would come over, they had couches, they went to Goodwill, they got couches. They like put like blacklight posters and stuff.
Wait, your house sounds fun.
Yeah, my parents were cool, but
you're
cool parents. Molested.
No,
it happens.
Yeah.
But
you know,
it happens, but it was cute. It was fun. But so they have this thing, this garage, but the garage wasn't set up for that. It wasn't like renovated for that.
Yeah.
So when the garage door was closed, after like maybe 3 minutes, the lights would turn off. So they'd have to have the garage opener, and every 3 minutes they'd have to open and close the garage off.
Oh my God. That's good though, because you let the pot smoke out.
Yes, let the neighbors know what we're doing here.
Yes, let the whole neighborhood get a little taste. I just thought it was so funny. And one person had to be like on that. Oh my God.
But it's like, you can't really chill if you're like always worrying about.
Right.
They like get into a vibe. But what are you guys talking? What are they even talking about?
I don't know.
They're all just trying to not be gay. I think that's what they're doing. They're like, we want to sit and hang out, but we have to have something like sports or something to focus on. Like my fiance, when he's like, he's like never really like hangs. He'll have like a friend over once every like 2 years or something. I'm like, what'd you guys do? He's like, we just like drank and watched like music videos. I'm like, are you dating him?
Yeah.
You're just watching like vibing to music together.
Right. Yeah, I feel like the way guys hang out is very. Actually, it's kind of sweet that they watch something together. Like cute. I could see them like kind of gathering around the phone and like looking at the thing together. It's kind of sweet.
It's never us though. They're never like, look at my sweet wife.
No.
How cute she is.
That's why I wish I was more into sports, because I think like just having a thing, like a built-in thing to be obsessed over.
I know.
As friends. Are you a sports person?
No.
Yeah.
I tried so hard because my twin brother, that's what I attribute his distance to, is he's like sports autistic.
Yes.
He works in sports. He works at...
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he works at NBC Sports in Boston. He's a producer. Emmy award winning, multiple Emmys.
Ooh, that's so cool.
Everyone around me is Emmys.
Oh my, yeah, wow.
Todd won an Emmy. My ex-boyfriend's had Emmys. But Todd, like, he was a junior story producer on that, so he didn't get a trophy. But
okay.
Their new show's nominated. I think he's going to actually get the trophy.
Wait, that's so cool.
It's very cool.
Okay.
I'm so excited about it. But, so he works in, so he's obsessed with sports.
Right.
And I just don't, because I asked Timmy, I go, what do you talk
world.
to Max about? He goes, we only talk about sports.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so in college, I used to watch Sports Center because it wraps it all up. It tells you like what's going on. So I would memorize things, and he was so proud of me, and it was working. And then I just went, I don't have like the energy to do this for you. I'm being a pick-me girl for my fucking brother.
I know.
It's like, I'm your womb mate, bitch. Like, what the hell? But
has he been on the pod?
No, we tried to do a podcast once and it didn't like record because we were doing it at his house, but it was so cute.
You gotta get it. You gotta do that. Because I feel like I've known about your twin for so long.
I know.
I would love to see
and
the
he
two
is
of
cute.
you together.
I do love him. He's so funny.
Yeah, I want to see the two of you together.
He's also into space, but I just found out, my dad told me that he and his wife are, and I'm very close with his wife, but they're obsessed with the Karen Reed trial.
Oh.
And I know a lot about it. So I was like, yes, I have something in common with my brother.
I don't really know much about it.
They live in Boston, so it's a Boston-based thing. So it's like a bunch of Boston cops.
I know the general story. Yeah. Okay.
We don't need to get into it.
We don't need to get into it.
I always look at cameras. That's psychotic. I've been doing this
love
for 20 years. I want to include.
It's engaging.
I want to bring the
say that
audience
like
in.
such a creep. It's engaging.
I don't know if I'm gonna have a wedding. I'm not weddylicious. Was that what your book was called?
Oh my God, my book, the title, everyone thinks it's a different title. You said weddylicious, which I really like because it Weddy sounds like Teddy. It's like Teddy Bear. It's not Weddy Set Go.
Wait, can I keep guessing?
Yes, please keep guessing.
Webster's dictionary.
Okay. You're colder. That's colder. Weddylicious was close.
I can't remember.
Okay, it was ridiculous.
No way. It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. I can't even say it.
It was ridiculous. Were you trying to getting a show on MTV? Was that what? Did you have a show on MTV?
No, but I wrote, my very first writing job was ridiculousness. Wasn't that what it was called? Ridiculousness?
Yes, it's still called that. It's still on.
I know. I don't know why for a second I was like, is it ridiculous? No, it was ridiculousness. Yeah. But yeah, I did write on that. It was mostly just like, I don't even remember what we wrote.
Yeah.
Because he like does his own thing. So it was very, But anyways, but yeah, it was ridiculous. And the font on the book is like really crazy looking. And at the time I was like, I like it. And now I'm like, you can't even tell. That's why no one knows the title. I don't think it's just because it's a weird word. I think it's also like hard to read.
No, you named it like a faux place names there. It's like Fabulous.
Oh my God. It is so, right. Like,
1, 2, 3, faux is one, which is hilarious.
Go faux yourself.
Go faux
yourself, yeah. I feel like that is one.
It is.
They definitely are like kind of like edgy.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
Yeah.
I know it's a pun, but.
They're like, we're ESL. We didn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't know. Oh my God. But so you had like epic wedding number 1.
Epic wedding number 1.
And then what happened with wedding number 2?
Wedding number 2 was really fun, but still like definitely more low key. There was no actual ceremony. It was just a party.
And was it like a learning from mistakes from the first wedding, or was it just?
Yeah, I mean, I just think first wedding, I just also had like more energy towards it. And this one, I was writing on a show, and we were filming in Atlanta. So I had to like fly back to New York for the wedding and then go back to work.
Right.
In Atlanta.
Goodness.
We were like apart. Like I had to go be like in
That's
Atlanta.
That's kind of awesome. You just like popped into your wedding.
I really did pop in and pop out.
You did like a guest spot at your own wedding?
Basically. Yeah. So first wedding, I was like full, I was a headliner at the first wedding.
You made it your whole life. I mean, you made it, you integrated it into your career.
I mean, yes. Like it was crazy because I mean, the whole idea for the book was just like, all right, well, it'd be cool if someone had like an honest book about how hard it is to plan a wedding. Because I felt like all the materials that were out there were like,
isn't this fun?
Yeah. Or
Bridezilla.
Yeah, like exactly. It was like 2 extremes. It was like, you're a bitch who needs to die, but also get married. Or like, it's the day of your dreams. And I was like, I don't feel either of those things. but this is definitely really hard. Like there's a lot of like weird fighting that goes on that no one's talking about. And yeah, you just have a hard time like asking for what you need or like telling people no. Like it really challenges your boundaries.
Do you think it's the bridezilla sort of like hovering over you, like being afraid to get labeled
I mean, yeah. I think, yeah. I mean, bridezilla is like kind of shitty because you're like, well, like it just feels sexist. You're like, oh, because a woman's like kind of has a lot of opinions on something that costs a lot of money that she's paying a lot for or her family is paying for. And you're like, well, yeah, like who wouldn't be particular about the flowers when they cost $8,000 or whatever? You know, you're like, it just feels unfair. So yeah, I was like, whatever. In the book, we use the term bridopath because we're like, it actually is a mental illness and we should be sensitive to it. But yeah, so anyways, so it just felt like a good project to have because I was basically journaling about how stressful it was. But then yeah, second wedding, I definitely was like, all right, like I have to just do what feels right to me. And yeah, it was smaller and just easier. I let the venue handle everything. Like I never even talked to them until like 2 days before. They were like, yeah, we do this, we do the food, we do the signature drink. I was like, sounds great.
Did you have any things like during the wedding though where you were like, oh, I wish I had kind of...
Not at all.
Amazing.
The only thing...
Surrender.
It was crazy. The only thing that I wished I had done differently was I wanted the party to be shorter because it's set when they said 5 hours. I was like, that sounds really long to me. Let's do 4 hours, then we'll go to a bar. We could have partied for 5 hours. Like we had a really good time.
It felt like you were ending like a fun thing.
It felt short. Yeah, but then we did go to like a dive bar nearby in Brooklyn. It was really fun. Yeah. So I really recommend like less is more. Yeah. Like not even less people or less. I don't mean that. I just mean like kind of not giving in feels really nice. It's really hard to be disappointed when you didn't invest as hard.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you're planning everything, then you're like looking to make sure it's like being... Did you have fun at your first wedding?
I did.
Yeah.
I was definitely tired though. Like I remember when they were like, all right, last dance. I was like, yes. Like I was so ready to go home. But with this one, I was like, yeah, I actually, because I think I just had less pressure on myself. So I was like, yeah, let's fucking stay out all night. Did I stay out all night? Absolutely not. I still went to bed by 12:30 and it was great.
But that's kind of, it's an all night for some people.
It was enough.
It was passed to the next day.
Yeah. And then like next day we had like brunch and I found out someone had a threesome at my wedding.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
What an honor.
Yeah, it really was an honor. I was so happy.
My brother, I wonder if I should tell this story.
Oh, why? I have one too.
It's so funny about my brother. At whose wedding was it? My other brother's wedding. Oh, it's bad. Oh my it's
God.
So funny though.
Oh my God.
But it's so juicy. I have to tell it. Sorry.
Okay,
they're all married. It's been years.
Okay, good. Yay.
My one brother came with a date to the wedding and then ended up hooking up with someone else in the room that they were in.
Wait, say that again. Sorry.
My one brother comes to my other brother's wedding. I'm just gonna pretend like you don't know which brother it is. So I'm
okay.
That will keep the thing.
Okay.
And then, but these are years ago, so it's fine. But so my one brother was single at my other brother's wedding.
Okay.
He brought a date with him, which was, I think he even brought like the girl he lost his virginity to, because my brother had a lot of like, he had like romantic ideas, and I think he thought bringing like this girl from his childhood or whatever would be they could reconnect, and I think she thought that too.
Interesting.
But then he gets there and he's like wasted and he's like really into one of these girls that knows that's on my sister-in-law's side.
Okay.
And he, first of all, he goes in front of her dad and says something, I think I'm gonna bang this girl, like in front of the girl's dad. My brother is just foot in mouth all day long. We're always like, we're just like, it's fine. He just says things, but we're like, I was talking to him the other day about something he said when he had a girlfriend over at dinner, that me and my sister-in-law looked at each other and it bonded us so deeply. We were like, we would be so horrified if like our boyfriend did this to us at his family's house. But anyway, he's a runny mouthy guy. And so then he goes into they're in the same hotel room, him and his date. Okay. And he's like hooking up with this girl in the room, and she comes in.
No.
She comes in. And then, and then he pretends to just be like lying. I think he just like rolled out of her or whatever, you know? And then he's like, it was good. No, she didn't see anything. It's like, she knows what's happening.
Yeah.
Then he's wasted. I'm sober, but I'm babysitting like a boyfriend that I brought who was so dark and couldn't handle that the attention was. I was dating this, like, I think he's actually a lovely guy, and I don't like to label people, but he was being narcissistic at the wedding. I wouldn't say that's what he is, but he was being so crazy and was so mad that the attention. He just was like, he was like, you're not listening to me. Like when my brother and my mom were doing like their
Fuck
dance,
off.
and I'm like,
Ew,
I'll be right back. And he's like,
ew,
you didn't let me
ew,
finish
ew,
my, and it's like, what are you talking
ew.
about?
That is my nightmare.
Yes,
Ew.
he was just being so weird where I'm like, I'm just trying to be with my family.
Yeah. Oh God.
So I was
that is so
babysitting
visceral
him.
to me. Those types of people. Anyways, go on.
And it's like, you know, I actually have no grudges with him. I actually think he's lovely. But it was just like in that moment, he was being so horrible.
Yes.
And so annoying. And he would go sulk in the room and I have to go check on him. And I was like, oh my God, I have like my aunt is crying. I'm like, I have my own family that's crying. I don't need you crying.
Oof. Okay.
So then I go, I'm like trying to deal with that. But I'm the only sober person at this wedding. So my brother texts me and he's like, you have to go check on the girl, his original date. He goes, she just texted me the word help. Okay. So I'm going to have to go find her body, basically is what I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm going to find her swinging in the bathroom.
Okay.
From like a doorknob or something. I was like, so like, what? And I just said, this is not my problem. I had to be like, set a boundary. I'm like, this is not my problem. Okay. And I don't know. I think she took a train. I think she actually drove home with my parents. Oh my God. And him the next day. But it wasn't my problem. But it was like, luckily everyone's married with kids now. And it's not because if I do have a wedding, I don't have to worry about that. And also I'll think it's funny.
Yeah. 100%.
I will think it's funny if that happens.
100%.
But,
yeah. Wait, what are you doing?
What
are your okay?
I never had the vision. Like I remember when you were writing the book and you had the TV show and everything, and I was like, I cannot relate to this. I just have never been. It might be an only child thing. I honestly think like.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because it's like your parent's thing.
Oh God.
Maybe.
Totally. Well, yeah.
You didn't have another sibling have one.
The thing is, but okay. I like this theory. The thing that's weird about my family though is my parents barely had a wedding. So for me to want a wedding like that, maybe it is only child. Now I'm saying like, well, but like I definitely didn't have all of the pressure I felt to have a wedding was like self-generated. Mm-hmm. It did not, like my parents were like, what are you doing? Like the whole time they were not those parents who were like, we can't wait to celebrate you. Like they were so not like that. But I definitely was like, I just felt, I guess, I don't even know if it was pressure. I just was like, oh, it'll be cool to like actually do the thing.
Yeah. But were you a kid that like had like toilet paper as like a veil playing?
No, that's the thing. I think that's why I wrote the book, because I was not coming from a place of like, I'm obsessed with weddings. I actually wasn't obsessed with weddings, but I became obsessed because I felt culturally like I was supposed to. And I felt like I was, not to like blame society or whatever, but I was just like, yeah, I think this is what it's supposed to look like. And it was very hard. And like, honestly, like not fun in a lot of ways. Like it led to like a lot of very real stress, feeling sick a lot. Like,
oh, I know. I'm one of those people too, where I'm bedridden. When I'm too stressed out, I'm physically ill.
That's how I felt. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, I know my dad did have a really good time at my wedding.
Which is kind of the move.
Which is cool. Yeah. Like when my parents were having fun, I was like, I don't really see my parents like having fun and dancing and all this stuff. So I was like, that's what it was for. I was like, my mom never dances. You know what? My dad never dances. I'm gonna get a divorce and
do this again.
There we go. Yeah. I mean, it's a shame that you only, well, I mean, I did get two, but it's a shame that we're only like supposed to have one. It's like, it's a fun thing to do.
The third, you would think too, like if people get married the third time, it's like their wedding's gonna rule. It's like they got it down.
Yeah. Now
they're third wedding, you're like,
totally.
You know
exactly what you're supposed to do. Exactly.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. It's like, I feel like I get so much attention that's kind of controlled by me. You know, it's like I go on stage and I decide what is going to happen.
Yes.
And then at a wedding, it's like, it's so vulnerable. Not that I'm not vulnerable on stage, but it's like, it's so like the private parts of my life. Like I don't need everyone watching me tell my sweet guy I love him.
Well, also stand up, you are getting like, even like you have a podcast, you have you're scratching an itch that a lot of people don't get to scratch
every day,
all the time.
Yes.
Which is like amazing. I also think that was why I felt weird while I was getting married, because I was like, well, I get on stage doing stand up and stuff. Like this isn't coming from a place of like, this is my day. Look at me. I didn't have that. And I felt weird that I didn't have that. But then I also was like, it was basically like that side of my brain fighting with like, but you should. Like, you're going to regret it if you don't. And it was just like, and then you kind of end up having this like weird event that is very beautiful for the people attending, but I don't think you're having as good of a time as you could have if you got to just like relax a little bit and not like spend so much money and make sure everything. It's like people are not remembering that. They're just like, was it fun?
Yeah.
Like, and you can have fun in a lot of places. You don't have to like do a big crazy thing to have fun.
It's also very like, I worked as a assistant for a wedding photographer for like 3 weddings when I lived in Santa Fe. I've had so many jobs, so many lives. But it didn't last long, and I'll tell you why. But it was pretty funny, but so tragic. But what I learned in doing these 2 weddings with this woman was like, we're ruining people's weddings basically, but we're saving their memory of the wedding because, you know, they would have all these like these lists of all the pictures they wanted to get, and they would be like, she would make sure. This woman was such a badass. I wish I could remember her name. She was such a strong, smart businesswoman, very talented, but she just was like, she would just make sure, double check, triple check. These are the shots you want to get. And she's like, we will get the shots at all costs. So we were just grabbing the bride and groom. Like the bride and groom are in every shot.
Wow.
They're not in, it's like not like, oh, we'll just do these people. It's like they're maybe not in 2 pictures. So we're grabbing them from the front all the time because she's like, they will be mad
if we don't
get these. Wow. And then in the end.
That's, yeah.
And it was just, and you would just see sort of like just, you know, and it was funny, like little things. You see the guys so nervous with the ring, but the girls are like, whatever, we've had this ring for forever. Yeah. Have to be like, relax your hand, be normal, and stuff like that. But she kept saying to me, she goes, zip the lens bag. And I go, of course. She goes, zip the lens bag. And I started to get like, you're being rude, bitch. Like telling me to zip the lens bag so many times. I'm like, what do you think, I'm an idiot? Of course. Go to pick up the bag, not zipped, $2,500 lens broken. I mean, I was like, you know when you're just like, oh
my God.
And she knew I was going to do it. She knew. She manifested it. Honestly, it's her fault.
It is her fault. She conjured it.
She was so graceful with me. She was so upset, and she was so kind about it, but she was so devastated. And when you're a people pleaser,
did she cry?
There may be a tear shed, but she was like, she goes, I like you so much. And she goes, I mean, she never hired me again, but she was like, which is fine. I was like, I don't want to do this. Ruining everyone's wedding is a bummer. And you can't talk to people.
So
she was
pressure.
like, don't talk to anyone. And I'm like, what? Can't talk to people. I wanted to be like, girl, you're dressed like, I wanted to talk to everyone about everything. So that was the worst experience of my life.
That's that. I think the like the decorum and also like just trying to meet people's needs. Being a wedding photographer, like, it is that constantly. Like, if you come out of that job alive, you can do anything.
Yes.
That's why you're successful, honestly, because you like got yelled at by a lens by letting someone down with their lenses. Better
you drop a lens than a baby. She goes, what if it could have been a baby instead or something? And I was like, that was like so nice. And it kind of did help me like not be, I always try to like, whenever something doesn't work out, when I hire someone to do something and they don't do it correctly, I'm always trying to be like, and I probably have a tonal problem, but I'm always like, I'm not like mad at the fuck up. It's just, I'm like, it's if you didn't tell me ahead of time, or it's like if we're not like working to fix it next time or whatever, that annoys me. But I did learn a lot from her because she was so, the restraint. Because she probably wanted to just fucking whack me across the face.
And you also said she was like a businesswoman.
Oh, she was a
She
badass.
Probably deals with like, huge issues all the time. Then dealing with like money and, you know, different personalities.
Oh, and people being mad at her.
Yes, exactly. People being mad. I'm sure, that's probably why she was like able to be graceful.
She ended up doing a photo shoot of me and my twin brother but she's a wedding photographer, an engagement photographer. It's the most romantic, I have to show you. It's like the most romantic. She made like we look like flowers in the attic. Like it's like,
oh, I have to see.
It's crazy.
You're doing prom pose?
It's like we're in love. We're like gazing each other's eyes. Let me see if I can find it.
I just realized that you were talking about your boss. I thought you were talking about the woman who you dropped the lens bag for.
But it was the boss's lens bag.
Oh, it was the boss's lens bag.
I was like following her around she was the photographer.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this. Look at us gazing. Do you see
Oh my God.
We're gazing lovingly, romantically into each other's eyes.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing that's ever happened.
It really does look like an engagement shoot.
Look at him looking at me.
Yeah.
By the way, never looked at me again. I've never seen him look at me again. I'm always like,
that was the last time.
Oh my God, look at his wedding.
That's why they wanted to document it.
Look at his wedding. Look at my brothers.
Oh my God. Wait, how old were you?
I was like 25.
Oh, you still have the mermaid hair.
I can't wait to tell you who my boyfriend was. I think you probably remember.
Wait.
The UCB boyfriend. Remember my UCB boyfriend?
Your UCB boyfriend.
Remember when I dated my improv teacher?
No.
Isn't that scandalous to date your improv teacher?
Wait, that is so scandalous.
I
Wait,
stopped
tell me
doing-
who? Can you? I know you.
I will. It's fine.
Oh, I don't think I ever actually saw you guys out together. I just knew you were dating.
I dated him, and while he was my teacher, we started like, we just vibed. So he was so kind of mean in class, and I was like, Papa. He was so mean to me, and then it was like so nice. Like we were texting, so nice.
He's so funny.
We had such. He's doing so well.
He's doing so well.
I'm so happy for him.
I think I knew someone who was like either is writing on a show or was gonna write on.
No,
his
he's
show.
like. I'm like
It's
very
crazy.
proud of him.
Yeah.
But he was like. I remember we had a bit. It's fun when because you married an improv guy.
Yes.
Before this is not.
I did. We're still friends.
Yeah, you are still friends.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have brought him up if I didn't know.
Yes.
Because
No,
I
no,
interrogated him. I was like, "You're both here."
Yeah.
He's like, "We're good.
Yeah, we're good. Thank God.
And you work together on things.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, like he's so funny.
He's wild.
He's wild.
He's wild.
He's so funny.
He's so fun.
That's the thing. Like, do you still talk though, right?
Yeah, we check in every few years. Yeah.
I feel like.
But I don't do that with any of my ex-boyfriends. He's really the only one.
Yeah, I feel
Because
like
we had a respectful.
I kind of like I think that when you date someone in comedy, for the most part, I think you have to like respect their comedy as well.
Mm-hmm.
So when you break up, you're like, okay, we're not together, but the fact that I respect your comedy, that's still remains.
I disagree.
You don't have
there's
that?
been a few where, I think because it was unhealthy relationships. I think.
Okay, I do have one that was very toxic, and I
Right.
thought they were funny before.
And then
now I'm like,
you see the
you're
tricks.
disgusting.
You see the tricks. You
You're
go,
a
this don't work
pig.
on me.
Yeah, you are piggy.
You're
oink, oink.
not. Yes.
No.
But it's like.
But if you still like the person and they were funny, you're
Of
like,
course.
okay, you like passed the
Yes.
test. You're good.
But
great.
there's a few where I'm like, I think I was seeking their approval so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had like a comedy crush on them first or something. And so then when they thought I was funny, I was like, oh my God, it validated me.
yeah, sure.
And then
Even though you're, like,
you
funnier
date
than
them and
all
you're
of
like, okay, you're such a monster. Like people were calling cops on us. Like it was like bad, you know?
Oh my God, I need to know who it was.
Oh, I'll tell you all of
Okay,
it. There's no
okay,
problem. But it's like, and it's just, just mentally ill people, whatever.
Yes,
Comedy
yes.
tends, I think improv way less, but stand up, more mental illness.
That's probably true.
I think improv is more because you have to get along with people.
Yeah,
in
it's a
improv.
team.
And
It's
you
a team
listen.
effort. You have to listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good communication.
Yes.
But yeah, where I just, and it's not that I can conceptually understand that some of these people are funny and they have like brilliant minds, but I just go, there's nothing here for me. I don't know who I was when I dated you. I don't know who that she was. And I can't, like I have one guy that I would see at the Comedy Store and I would be like, he would not leave me alone. And I would be like to Todd and to Josh Potter is one of my best friends. So it'd be like Josh Potter and Todd, I'd be like, okay, he's going to be there tonight. Just keep him away from me. I don't want to deal with him. It's like, and what they did one night was so funny. They just went and talked to him. And I went, no, I want to hang out with you. You're my two favorite people. So now you're hanging out with them. I'm like, oh my God. So they should be over talking to him. I'm like, no. But when I would talk to him, when he would come talk to me, it felt like, it was so like, it's almost like poetic. I just had this visual of like, I would try to talk back to him. My words would come out and they would fall to the ground. Like I couldn't reach him. Like I just didn't care to talk to him.
Okay, wait. Say that. Say more. I want to know what you mean.
It just was like, I was just like, this person I admired so much.
You're like, I don't even want to waste effort on it. Yeah.
And I'm trying to talk to him. I'm trying to be cool and nice. I like to
Right.
always get along with everyone, and especially at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
And I'm just like looking at him, and I'm like he's like blabbering about something, and I'm like trying to respond, and I'd just be like, yeah, and then they would just not.
Like he,
I just
like
felt
he didn't
words.
hear you.
It
Or
wasn't
you
even
weren't
about
even
him. It's like I
trying
couldn't
to-
even.
yeah,
I couldn't
you
even
couldn't make the effort.
I couldn't even project him
Totally.
to connect to him.
Totally.
And I just went. You have nothing for me. I have nothing for you.
It's so like body keeps the score.
Yes.
You're like, my body literally will not let me project. Like you don't deserve it.
I don't like you anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't
It's
hate
so,
you.
I
I just
know.
don't. We
totally
aren't the same
have that.
vibe. I
Yeah.
don't see you. I don't feel you. But so
Yeah.
like, but he would come and talk to me, and it would just be so crazy. I'm like, just get away from. Like, just leave me alone.
Yeah. I also am like trying to imagine, like you're such a easy person to get along with. I'm like, I can't even imagine being in a conversation where you're not like,
I tried.
yeah, you tried.
I tried.
You tried.
You can tell who I hooked up with because I'm going. And they're talking to me
my
going,
God. Okay, I'll know. Now I'll know the signs.
I'm going back like this.
Yeah.
But it was so funny when they were talking to him, like, don't go talk. I'm like, not that he needs to be iced out. I'm
Right.
not trying
You're like,
to say
guys, we had a plan. You did not stick to it.
What the hell? Now I'm going to have to go talk to him because I want to see you guys.
Right.
You're my favorite people. But yeah, no, I think improv people are very fun. I've been I'm going to go to Dan's show. Do you go to the show ever?
I haven't been yet. Usually because I have something every single time.
You're crushing it, by the way.
Oh, that's really
I'm so
nice.
proud of you. I mean,
Annie.
there's so many ways this career can go.
It's insane.
And
It's
sometimes
really
people
insane.
go the writing route and it doesn't work out.
It's a tricky route. It's also a tricky route because it is kind of antithetical to what we started in, which is performing.
Mm-hmm.
But then it does like satisfy that.
It does,
if you're in
yeah.
a good room, there's nothing better.
Right,
You're truly like
so
having the
fun.
best time of your life every day. Like
Yeah.
it's so fun and magical, and like
Yeah.
I feel really lucky. Like I'm on a job that makes me feel like that with Ted Lasso. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
I know. I didn't even mention Ted Lasso. It's Ted Lasso.
It is
She
Ted
writes
Lasso, and it really is like, I mean, we really like love each other and have a blast. So that is really great. But yeah, it's different. It's like different muscles. Like I guess I really am like classically, and I know this is like such an annoying phrase, but like I am classically a hyphenate. Like I really do like doing a lot of things.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, you're
kinda
ADD.
like-
We're ADD. We should be having
Exactly.
5 things happening at once.
Exactly. That is honestly, that's where I go, this is a superpower. It is the thing that allows me, and I know you feel this way too, where you're like, if it went away, if I treated it, I don't know that I could do what I do.
I think I always used to be really hard on myself because
Not
I
encouraging
can't
people
get this,
to not be medicated. That's
medicate.
Yeah. Clearly do what you got to do.
Yeah, you can't all be like us. Above medication.
Yeah. I mean, I am medicated.
find us, like,
to
talking
be clear,
ourselves-
I am medicated for other things.
Right.
Just not.
You find us
I have
talking
not
to
treated
ourselves
my
on the
ADHD.
street. We're just like, I'm like shadow boxing on the street in 2 weeks. I see those people. I saw a guy shadow boxing, a homeless guy shadow boxing last night. I was like, he's having the best time of his life.
Well,
I would love to know what he was like, doing all these things. And I was like, okay, man.
right. You're like, this manifested in a way
I'm
that
like, okay.
actually looks
I'm
somewhat
like,
fun.
all right. I think you're having a good time.
Right.
But what was I going to say? Oh yeah. I was always being hard on myself because there'd be one thing I'm trying to do. And I'd be trying to like squeeze myself into this box and get this thing done. I'm like, I can't get it done. And my brain would shut down. And then I was talking to I have like 50 like spiritual healers. One of them told me one of her clients.
Oh, I want recommendations. By the way.
I got,
Give
listen.
them to me. I need
Too many shamans, babe. I'm like, that's what
no.
my sitcom would be called. Too many shamans.
Let me be the runoff.
I have so
give me
many.
a shaman. I need a shaman.
Paul got me 2 new ones that are literally rocking
Really?
my fucking world.
Okay.
I'm to the point where I
ready
think
to have my world rocked.
I think Todd got this job not for himself. This is my narcissistic thought.
No.
He got the job so he could go out of town so I could meet Paul, so Paul could introduce me to these people. It's crazy.
I have thouts like that. That makes total sense to me.
I'm like, Todd, your existence, you were born so that you could get this
Oh
job.
my God. I love that though.
No, I can't even believe it.
Amazing.
And then Paul gets to feel good because he's changing people's lives.
There we go.
One green screen show at a time.
There we go. Amazing.
Green Lab Studio.
Is this the background that we're going to see when we...
No, but how awesome would that be?
Dude, I wish people could see what we're seeing right now.
They might be able to.
Okay.
No? It's very trippy. Paul's a
It's-
psychedelic guy.
I mean, if we could even for a
Paul's a lot of
second
things.
have the viewers, the listeners experience what we're experiencing when we see ourselves
I know,
on the
it's
camera.
amazing.
It's crazy.
It's really trippy.
Yeah. It's like clouds and
It's so good. It's really actually bad for our ADD, Paul. So
It is actually. Okay.
Can you wrap it up? No, I'm just
Speaking of
kidding.
ADHD, I'm just gonna do my little hair
fix
check.
your little crazy hairs.
My little crazy hairs
So-
getting out of control.
But so this woman said she has a client with ADD. She goes, I just told him to have 5 projects at once. And I went, oh my God. Because we get bored, you go to another thing.
I love it.
Go to another thing.
I love
another
it.
thing.
It's huge. It honestly keeps you. Well, what's interesting, not only is it keeps you sane, but it also is a good way to do this career because you don't know which things are going to pan out and which ones aren't. And it's mostly aren't.
Yes.
It's
No, it's
90% not going to work out.
And then you always hear this too. They're like, and the industry's kind of not, they're only like picking up like 2 shows a year. They're saying now too. And you're like, it's streaming. They're picking up so many shows. Everyone's so negative and weird.
I know.
That's why we need shamans to be like,
It's
bye,
true.
bye. What are you
and it's
talking
also
about?
that I think I think it was like Mindy Kaling had a book that was like, Why Not Me? I'm pretty sure that was the title. And I always think about that. I'm like, why not me? Because my natural default is like, definitely not you.
Right.
There's no way it's you.
Of course.
And then I was like, I have to stop that. Because even if it's me being delusional or whatever, I was like, the only way you're ever going to get anything is if you just go, why not me?
That's me for all the parts you get. I'm like, why not me? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually kidding.
Not true.
No, I'm completely kidding because it was for a show where you were the character. They wrote,
for Crashing?
Yes, they wrote
I didn't
the
really audition for that.
And
by the way, I don't know who they wrote that part for because I don't think it was for me. I don't know what.
You don't think it was like how when you and Pete were dating in the beginning, which by the way was very cute. I'm like thinking about. I remember
when we were.
Pete,
you remember us dating?
I remember when you were dating.
Wow.
And then your relationship stayed so like strong.
Yeah, we were like good friends.
It's crazy.
It was
I
really
never had
nice.
seen anything like that.
I honestly think that gave me the confidence to be like, okay, if I think you can be friends with some of your exes.
I never knew Pete.
Yeah.
And I did his podcast and I'm like, I keep like writing the weirdest, like where I'm like, I feel like I want to get to know you more. Like, I just feel like we have like a lot of things that we haven't.
100%. We should all hang out. We should go do something.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
That we haven't quite gotten to. Because I think I was kind of like nervous when because I'm.
Well, it's like a long form podcasts
also,
are hard.
When he asked me, well, not talking, I wasn't nervous, but when he asked me, he's like, would you do my podcast? I was like, I've been waiting 15 years for you to ask me this.
Oh my God.
But it was really fun. It was really cool.
Oh yeah. It's a great podcast. He's such a good, he's a great hang. Wait, what were we just talking about?
We were talking about Why Not Me?
Why Not Me? Yeah. I mean, like, that's like the only way I'm able to think about anything ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also thinking like me just even remembering that it was Mindy Kaling.
Yeah.
My ADD, it's like, I think I'm so panicking all the time. Yeah. I'm like, I'm realizing, because people were complaining about like 2 episodes ago, I had Maddie Smith on my podcast when we were at my house. We're at my house. My fiance's producing it. She wanted to smoke weed. We like smoked weed halfway through, like high as hell. Maddie Smith do you know her? She's a New York comic.
I know who she is. She's so funny.
She's so funny.
Yes.
But we like are friends, but we've never really got to hang out. So we're talking over each other. We're like so excited to see each other.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, I need to like breathe. And it's not, there's some bitch that commented some shit. It's not about you, bitch. You are a narcissist.
What did she say?
No, she called me a narcissist. She goes, Annie's a narcissist and it's gross. And I commented back, what are you talking about? She's like, you didn't let Maddie talk. I'm like, we are so excited to see each other.
Yeah, you're not
We
thinking
are so
about that.
excited to see each other and we're high.
Yeah. And also
leave us alone. And also like, she's like, you didn't, I'm like, all I want is Maddie to shine. So shut the fuck up. But now I'm like, then the episode I did after with Greg, which was here, and I'm in a different environment. So she's like, see now, and it's like, it's not about you, bitch. Like we're so rude. You diagnosed me with a personality disorder I don't have, that you're not qualified to diagnose me with.
That sucks.
And you are like, called me gross. You're not, go. Get out of here, bitch.
Not cool.
And like,
Not
it does
cool.
matter. You did have an impact, and being fucking rude.
That is so true. I feel like we're supposed to sort of be like,
ignore the trolls.
yeah, and it's like, well, that really hurt my feelings. Like, sorry, I guess that makes me like.
You called me gross.
Yeah, that's not cool. That it feels like shit. Imagine if someone calls you gross. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, and you know what? You're gross. And what you did was actually gross.
Yeah,
I will
that
say that's
sucks.
like a undeniably gross thing. And it's just because it's very annoying when it's like, you're not paying attention to me if you think I'm trying to like
I know. That's so not.
outshine my guest.
Yeah, that's not you at all. Also,
my friend.
Yeah, you're just excited to see them. And also, a lot of times when you do podcasts, it's like, this is the time I see this
Right.
person. Literally.
Yes.
There are some people where I'm
Yeah.
like, I haven't seen them since I
Yes.
did their podcast years ago.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, what are you supposed to do?
I know. And it's
Also,
just
if you're too in your head, like, you know, that's for me, like, especially when I'm even just sitting here, I'm like, realize how much I write because I'm like, I have to be like, oh, right, James, like, you're not at your laptop right now. You
Yeah.
actually have to have like a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You gotta look and listen
And like, just,
and hear. Yeah.
and also just like, don't be so self-conscious. You don't have to like edit. Like, I really all day am editing what I say. Literally,
Yeah.
that is what writing is. It's just being like, how about this? No. How about that? No.
Yeah.
And so it's really just like you're paid to just have self-doubt, apparently.
Yeah.
And like, that is what it is. So then when you go into a different format of creativity where you're like interacting with a friend, like you have to really like
it's different.
put that
brains.
aside.
It's like different
yes,
brains, yeah.
it's hard. It's hard. That shift is really hard for me.
I feel like in writers' rooms, because I will like consult on shows, but I never take like a full writing job
Yeah.
because I think it sucks out too much of my like
I get-
stand-up creativity. Like I'm too
It does.
zapped. I'm too zapped.
It's hard.
I'm
It's
too zapped.
I also, at the end of the day, I have a really hard time doing
But you came back to
stand-up.
stand-up like pretty strong during the writer's strike, right? I saw you a bunch.
I was doing it during the writer's strike.
But it's hard to do both because you're.
But when I'm like in a room, I have to really fight to, want to do it at night. It's hard. But also right now I'm working on a solo show. And so that has been like my full, like all of my performance energy is going to
and
this
that's like
hour.
a hybrid of stand-up and being in a writer's room, I feel like.
Yes. Yeah, it is. Because you have to like structure it
right.
like a soul, whatever. I refuse to say one woman show because it feels, it's just so
one
cringy.
person
it's
show.
a one. It's just a one. It's a one. I'm doing a one.
She's being British. That's what they all do.
It is so British. I'm going to Edinburgh with it.
Oh, so
it's
fun.
very, very British. Yeah.
Guys,
or
Edinburgh
Scottish,
is like, Edinburgh's the Fringe Festival is like this very like weird kind of rite of passage, cool festival. I've never been to it in Scotland. That's like, you have like, how long are you there? Like a month?
Okay, so the standard is a month, but I'm only going for 1 week.
That's my girl.
She's
edit it. I don't want 4 hours. You're gonna go at the end. You're gonna go. I could have stayed the whole time, but you're gonna go.
I'm going for 1 week. And I guess certain shows do that, like where you go for like 1 week or 2 weeks, but the standard is to go for the full month, and I'm not doing that. So that I'm like missing that rite of passage part.
But whatever, you're also busy.
Yeah, I can't. I actually just can't.
Sorry,
stay.
this is a little bit more of like an earlier career thing to stay for a month. I feel
maybe that's it. Yeah, I really wish I could.
Everyone's out there like trying to flyer and like
it's
promote.
So
it's
chaotic.
really wild.
Chaos, like true chaos. There are so many, you've never seen more posters in your life. And then there are people postering over the posters. So you're like in competition for your poster to not get postered over. It's wild. And the way people advertise their shows, like I remember I went once for this thing for like Audible or something. So I was only there for 3 days. So I just truly just like saw it, like fly on the wall. And there were guys who were like fire breathing in the street. Like it's not just comedy. It's like any kind of performance.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Baby Reindeer was like a pretty funny.
My show is like tonally not far off from that. It's about a friend of mine who passed away mysteriously. So it's like true crime meets stand up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I giggled.
Yes. There is a mystery baked in. So
ooh.
Yeah.
Guys, get to Scotland.
Get to Scotland, you guys. Or if you're in LA or New York, I'm also doing shows there.
So when is it? When is Edinburgh?
It's August 18th through the 25th.
Do you feel ready?
Not at all. Not yet. But it's getting there.
Do you feel wetty?
I do feel wetty. But I'm not ready. Yeah, but no, it's getting there. It's just a lot of work because I'm like in the writer's room right now. So
of course.
I'll wake up. It's the craziest schedule I've ever had because I will wake up at 4 a.m. and write from 5 to like 7 a.m., then go for a walk and then go to work. Like that's my morning.
And then you have to have the chunk of performing it later where you won't be getting up at 4 in the morning, right?
Yeah, so then I'm doing shows at Lyric Hyperion, so then I'll go up at like 9:30, and then like the next morning I like start my thing.
Well, when you're ready, let me come. Tell me when.
Come. Oh yeah, absolutely. I have some dates at Elysian Theater too. If you're in LA, these things are something, and if you're not, you're like, what are you talking about?
Do you have a website with your dates, or do you do it on your Instagram?
I just do it on my Instagram.
Okay. What's your Instagram again?
It's at really Jamie Lee.
At really Jamie. It's really her.
It's really me. I did have a person make a fake account, so that was my.
Isn't it such an honor, kind of?
It is kind of an honor, but it was really annoying because they took like at the time this was my Twitter handle was the Jamie Lee, and I thought I would get the Jamie Lee on Instagram as well, so it was easy to.
And it was
memorize
girl code time too. Where
it was so annoying. And then they weren't. If you get at least I don't know what the policy is now, but at the time they just shut down that account.
Right.
They don't let you take it over, and you're like. But that account had
hundreds
of thousands of followers, and they're like, you can't have them, and you're like, this is the worst.
I know, it's so hard to.
So now I'm really Jamie Lee, which is just annoying, but whatever, it is what it is.
Now I'm
really over it, I swear.
We did a weird thing at Whitney's house for your wedding show.
Do
you remember that?
That
was
right.
Weddy Set Go. That was called Weddy Set Go.
Weddy Set Go. Yeah, we did like a race.
Whitney is like such a weird like.
We did a promo.
Like a godmother. Like, what do you? She's just such a weird.
Yeah, she has godmother.
Fairy.
She has fairy godmother energy. She
just makes these things happen, and they're always so weird. And you're like, what the fuck are we doing? And it's always so fun and
it was
chaotic.
Really fun and chaotic.
I'm gonna find the clip and I'm gonna have him put it.
It was to promote because I have a show on Netflix based on the book that I wrote.
Right.
But the show is called The Wedding Coach, which is normal words.
Right. Yeah. But
normal words, not made up words.
But
the
I
Wedding
feel like
Coach.
it was like Weddy Set Go, and we were running. I was like in high heels. There was like cake all over my face.
I had like full glam.
Yeah. What
it was
the
crazy.
What was happening?
I don't remember, but then that same day I did her podcast. We like ran in the street and then I went and did the podcast. I know. It's crazy. Yeah, you really got in there.
I feel
like you had cake all over you.
Here's the problem. I'm very I love competition. It's fun.
I love that.
I was like, I'm gonna fucking win. I don't know if I won, but
I think you did.
I tried.
I'm pretty
to
sure
win.
you did.
I tried to win, but I will find that and I will have him put it in because it was
great.
this weird thing that should be seen.
It was really fun. Also, just the pandemic, like we just needed things to do.
Whitney just crushed.
She crushed it.
She gave us so many famous friends. Honestly.
It was so fun.
She just handed us like these beautiful, famous, amazing women.
It's true. That's when I met Olivia Munn.
Olivia, which by the way, hi girl.
Hi Olivia, and also I'm obsessed with her show.
She's amazing.
On
Oh my
Apple.
god! I text her.
So
I go.
good.
I text her. I go.
It's so good.
I text her. I go. I just watched you like fuck John Hamm for like 6 hours straight next to my mother-in-law.
Amazing.
And she's like, "You're welcome." She's so funny. Olivia's so funny.
I love her.
I wish the world could know.
She is so funny.
The behind the scenes funny too.
Yeah.
Because she really is the best.
Yeah.
Natasha Bedingfield. How do we get Natasha? How do we get Natasha? The
We got
sweetest angel.
Natasha before the fucking takeover of that song. Not that
came
song wasn't
back.
huge, but it came back.
And Natasha will be singing
So
it.
big.
You don't realize like you will be hearing it. Like you're not just hanging out there. Like there will be a band. Like a curtain will be pulled and all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, she's singing it. It's like amazing.
It was crazy.
She's generous.
She's so nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, one of the few like hangs I had during the pandemic, me, Olivia, and Natasha Bedingfield went to lunch.
It's the most.
And I was like, what is going on?
I know Whitney really.
She's such a connector.
Melissa Etheridge was hanging around and I never got to meet her.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She was
I
floating.
don't know.
She was in the orbit.
Okay, I did not know that.
And
That
I'm
would've
not
been-
the coolest with these people. I'm not like,
Right.
oh hey, what's your name? You know, like I'm like.
I know.
I was going weak in the, when I met Minka Kelly at her house once. I was like, Minka, I'm weak in the knees. I was like, I'm weak. And she was like, ah. She was so nice. She was cool.
Of
but I
course,
was like,
she seems really nice.
But
I
I'm
met
like
her.
such a freak to them. Sometimes I'm like,
But it's also like they're hugely important people in your
Like,
lives,
you
and then
were
you're
just
face to face
everything.
with them, and
Yeah.
you're like, wait, Melissa Etheridge, like. I was obsessed with her. Like
Melissa,
in the
I'm
90s,
outside
I
your
was
window.
Like,
I've come to your window.
literally.
Is this weird? I'm sorry. I love this house with you.
Yeah, crazy. Anyway.
All right, we're at 110. I'm trying to be a good girl. All right, so do you have anything that you would like to plug besides your show?
My show is called My Friend Katie, and I am starting to run it in the United States, and then it's going abroad.
Oh my God, she's going abroad.
Going abroad.
She's global.
She's global. And then, I have a show on Netflix called The Wedding Coach. It's really I just like help people get married, and it's really
That's
fun.
awesome.
And then, my Instagram is at really Jamie Lee.
Oh my God, I will have to have I'll get your help when we actually decide to get married.
Please.
We're going to do
The
Vegas
book
at some
actually
point.
is kind of helpful.
I've not read a book my whole life, but
Okay.
I might.
But it's one of those books that you just kind of like flip through.
Yeah, it's like pictures.
It's mostly pictures. It's like, it's pretty much
My
pictures.
mom, one Christmas she got me like a book, and I was like, "This is like so sweet." It was like this thick book. I was like, "That's so nice of you to like think I would like believe in me that I could read." And I looked and it was a graphic novel. It was a picture book.
Did you read it? No.
And I kind of want to get rid of it because it's so big.
You're like, there's so many pictures.
But it's like I cherish anytime my mom's like so nice to me. I just cherish it. Not that she isn't, but you know.
Yeah, I don't think
Mother
I've ever
wound.
read a graphic novel, to be fair. So
Well, we have a graphic novel artist in the room.
we do.
Yes.
Who?
In the restroom.
Oh, in the restroom.
Oh, okay.
Mia's a graphic artist. which
That's
I just
very
found out.
cool.
That's what that means, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh,
Okay,
it
we'll
means
talk
like
about it later.
graphics. She does like graphics.
She does everything.
Okay.
Oh, that's so
Well, there's a
cool.
lot of talented people. Anyway,
yes.
Thank you for coming. I love you. Let's hang out. We have to go on walks.
We have to go on a walk. We got to hit her steps.
Let's walk. That's the
walk.
move. Walk hangs
I'm
is the move.
obsessed with walking.
And I'll get you a nice strawberry matcha.
Great. I can't wait. Give me that puree.
From Cesar.
Give me, Cesar.
Cesar. I love
Okay.
Cesar.
Oh, that's not the name of that's the guy. who
That's the
made it.
guy,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Anyone's gonna save the world, yeah. When everything's burned